In this lesson, we will be working on growth and decay application problems. We have done this lesson before, but we mostly used graphing calculators to solve them. But now, after learning how to deal with exponential and logarithmic equations, we're going to use those type of equations to solve those word problems. So before we start, let's go ahead and review some of the equations that will be important to remember. Now remember, whenever there's a growth, I use the formula y equals a 1 plus r to the power t, where y represent final amount, a represent initial amount, r represent rate in decimal, and t is time. Now if this is going to be a decay, then it will be 1 minus r to the power t. Now if we have a doubling problem, then it's going to be y equals a 2 to the power t over k, where k represent the doubling time, y final amount, a initial amount. Now if this is a half-life, then the equation is going to be y equals a half to the power t over k, where k in this case represent half-lifetime. Now if I have something compounded continuously, then a equals pe to the power rt, where a is the final amount, p is the initial or principal, r is the rate in decimal, and t is time. So this is compounded continuously. If something is compounded quarterly or daily or monthly, then there's another formula I need to use, and that's a equals p 1 plus r over n to the power nt, where n represents the number of times it's being compounded in a year. So if it's compounded monthly, then n in this case is equal to 12. So remember, this is growth, this is decay, this is doubling, this is half-life, this is compounded continuously, and this is compounded a certain number of times in a year. For example, either monthly or daily or weekly, depending on how many times. Now, after reviewing those equations, let's start on number 1. You're offered a job that pays a different amount each day. The first day you are paid 1 cent, so that's the initial amount. The second day you are paid 2 cents. The third day you are paid 4 cents. Each day your pay continues to double. Write an equation that would describe the amount in cents. So remember, in cents, so don't change them to a dollar amount. You would be paid on any particular day. So in this case, they don't want me to solve. They just want me to write an equation. So y equals initial amount, which is 1. Since it's double, so I'm going to put 2 in parentheses. Now in here, they did not give me a doubling time. And I cannot just put x, because then I'm considering the initial amount to be part of the 2 to the power x. But since I already mentioned the initial amount, instead of x, I have to put x minus 1, since the first day is already accounted for in the a value, the 1. So this represents all the days after the first day. So that would be the equation for problem number 1. Now let's move on to problem number 2. In number 2, the pH of a substance is the concentration of hydrogen ions, H+, measured in moles of hydrogen per liter of substance. It is given by the formula P of H equals log, and the argument is 1 over H+. Now the log, as you can see, I cannot see the base. So the base is 10. So this is a common log. Find the amount of hydrogen in the liter of acid rain that has a pH of 4.2. So let's say that this is X, because that's the amount that they want us to find. And they just gave us the pH to be 4.2. So this is given. So they want us to find the H+. So let's replace that by X and put 4.2 for the pH. Now, so that is a log equation. How can I solve a log equation? I can solve it by changing it to exponential. Now, since the base is 10, I can say that 10 to the power 4.2 is equal to 1 over x. Now, to find x, x equals 1 over 10 to the power 4.2. Now this would be an acceptable answer if you do not have a calculator. But if you do have a calculator, then you can plug this in and you can find that 1 over 10 to the power 4.2 is almost 6.31 times 10 to the power negative 5. So that would be the answer if I have a graphing calculator. Now let's move on to number 3. So each problem I'm going to solve it in two different ways. I'm going to give you the answer if you are not given a graphing calculator, and I'm going to give you the other answer if you are given a graphing calculator. But I need to see both of those, whether you are given a graphing calculator or not. So I need to see this no matter what. So let's move on to number 3. The Thomas family includes several generations of farmers. They have an opportunity to buy 50 acres adjacent to their farm for $800 per acre. In the past, the price of farmland has gone up 3%. So up 3%, so that's an exponential growth. If this continues, how long, so they want the time, will it be before the land is worth $1,000 per acre? So the initial amount is $800 and the final amount is $1,000. So let's write the exponential growth formula. It's going to be y equals a 1 plus r to the power t. Now the y value is the final amount, the a is the initial amount, 1 plus 3%, so that's 0.03 to the power t. Now that's the equation, but I need to solve for t using log. So now let's fix this. If I divide 1,000 by 800, I will get 1.25. And 1 plus 0.03 is going to be 1.03 to the power t. Now that's an exponential equation. To solve or to find t, I have to change it to log. So it's going to be log base of 1.03, and then the argument is 1.25. Now again, this is an acceptable answer. Now if you have a graphing calculator, then you can plug that in, and you will get that the answer is going to be t equals almost 7.5 years. Now remember to put that in the calculator. You go to math, and then you scroll up or down until you get to log base. And you plug that in the calculator to get that the time is almost 7.5 years. So remember, we're not solving like before where we simply set the right side or the left side in y1 and the right side in y2 and then finding intersection. We did that before because we didn't know how to solve logarithmic equations or exponential equations in this form, but now we know. So I'd like to see the work before you can plug it in the calculator. Now let's move on to a different type of problem like number 4. Suppose the population of one endangered species decreases at a rate of 6% per year. So this is a decay, and that's the rate. In one habitat, the current population of the species is 278, so that's the initial amount. Write an exponential function for the population by year. So they just want me to write an equation in part A. So y equals initial amount 1 minus r to the power t. So let's fill in what I have. I don't have the final amount yet, so I'm going to put y equals, and the initial amount is 278, 1 minus 0.06, because the rate is 6% to the power t. Or you can put x if you want to write it as y in terms of x. So that's the equation they want. How long will it take for the population to drop below 45? So now they gave us the final amount, it's 45. So let's plug it in, and 1 minus 0.06 is going to be 0.94 to the power x. Now remember, to solve for x, I need to, first of all, isolate the exponential by dividing by 278, and then I will have to change it to a logarithmic equation. So now I have 45 over 278 is equal to 0.94 to the power x. Now, I need to change it to a logarithmic equation. So log base of 0.94, and the argument is whatever 45 divided by 278 is, that is equal to x. Now, plug that in the calculator, so that is the first solution I need to see. Now, plug that in the calculator, and you will find out that after 29.43 years, almost, it will drop below 45. So that's almost 29 years because they want it to the nearest year. Now pause the video and try number 7 on your own. In number 7, we have 75-pound dog. Now in number 7, this is a half-life. And they said that the half-life is 10 minutes. And then how much time, so that's the t, will the 325 become below 50 milligrams? So let's write first of all the equation of a half-life. So y equals a half to the power t over k. So the final amount is 50. The initial amount is 325. The time is the x I need to find, and the half-life is 10. So since this is in 10 minutes, then the time I'm finding will be in 10 minutes as well. Now to solve this, I need to divide by 325. So isolate the exponential. And that will be 0.1538 equals half, which is 0.5 to the power x over 10. Now I need x, so I need to change this to logarithm. So log base 0.5 of the argument 0.1538 is equal to x over 10. So to find x, or isolate x, multiply by 10. So x is equal to 10 times log base 0.5, and the argument is 0.1538. Now that's the solution. And then if you plug that in the calculator, you will get 27. And remember, the unit is going to be minutes, since the half-life time is in minutes as well. So it has to be more than 27 minutes for it to drop to 50 milligrams. Now pause the video and try number 8. So in number 8, they gave me the function that I need to use. And that described the number of internet users in millions. And that starts from 1990 till 1995. So that's the first year they're using. Keep that in mind. Let t represent the time in years since 1990. Keep that in mind. So what was the first year in which there were 13 million internet users? So they want the time. So they gave me the final amount, which is 13. So that's 13 equals 1.31 e to the power 0.548 t. Now, first of all, I need to isolate the exponential to get to t. So I need to divide by 1.31. Now, 13 divided by 1.31 will give me 9.9236. So you see how I'm trying to take as many numbers after the decimal as possible so that my answer would be accurate. So then that's going to be equal to e to the power 548t. Now to get t, I need to use ln. So ln, since the base is e, of the argument equals to the exponent. And to find t, I divide ln by 0.548. And that's going to be 4.25 years. But they're not asking how many years. They're asking what was the first year. So the first year they started is 1990. Add 4.25 years to it, and that will give you 1994.25. So that's going to be between 1994 and 1995. So if they ask about the certain year, you have to add it to 1990. In B, they're just asking how many years for the number of users to double. So you just multiply 1.31 by 2, And let's see what you get. So in B, they're giving me a different final value. So if you multiply 1.31 times 2, you will get 2.62. That's the final amount. So you use the same process we did earlier to find the time or the number of years it will take for it to double. Again, you use ln and you divide them. So the argument is going to be 2 equals to the, because when you divide 2.62 divided by 1.31, you will get 2. And then you change it to log, which is ln, since the base is e. So ln of 2 is equal to the exponent. And to find t, you simply divide ln2 by 0.548. And that will give you 1.26 years. And that would be the solution for part B, because they're just asking for the number of years. Now in C, they just want me to solve for t in terms of ut. So then they're not giving me a final answer. I just need to solve in terms of t. To do that, remember you divide by the initial amount. So e to the power 0.548t is equal to ut over 1.31. Now to solve for t, you need to change this to log, which is ln in this case, of the argument equals to the exponent. And to find t, you simply divide by 0.548, or you multiply the other side by the reciprocal. So here they just want t in terms of ut, and that would be it. Now I hope that this video was helpful. Make sure that you finish the rest of the word problems, and this is due on Monday.